pull my thing up. We'll start the stream here. I just want to verify that everything's working, and then we'll get talking. Alright, there we go. Okay. There we go. So we are live, and today we're doing something a little different. If you've been watching or gone back and watched, we pulled Oracle cards on several of the streams, but today I want to do something a little bit different. I have a book here, and I don't know the legality of me sharing this book. So what it's designed to do is you're supposed to be able to open it up to any page and then read what's on the inside, and it's supposed to help you with whatever you're focusing on today. So let's just crack this open to right there. Okay, it's time you learn the truth. Actually, you should have been told long, long ago. You see, there was kind of a mix-up. Things like this are never easy. But, well, to be as direct as possible, you're not human. Of course, you probably think I'm being cute, but the truth is that you are not human. Not even a little. Not one speck. Now, before you go all ape, realize there's a bright side to everything, and in this case, it's blinding. You no longer have to behave as one. Tally-ho, the universe. That kind of coincides with what I wanted to talk about today. And I'm just going to go ahead and pop over to the Rocket League gameplay here, and we'll go on here. We'll go to settings. We will go to stream safe mode, streamer safe music. Any DMCA protected music will be silenced or replaced while this option is selected. Boom, it is on. So now let's crank up the volume here, and we're just going to hop right into games because I don't really feel like doing a crazy warm up here. Or maybe I should. Maybe I'll just do some dribble training and then talk about what I'm going to talk about. We'll play a couple and then just call it a day. So I've actually seen a couple things about this. Why is this so bright? I don't know why this is so bright. Wait, I don't think I'm supposed to have any of this on. Motion blur for sure not. Bloom. Okay, we'll keep that on. Let's see how this plays. This looks way better. I don't know why my settings are all messed up. But today we're going to talk about fear. Actually, and there's been a couple things popping up around that, and what's funny enough is that kind of coincides with what we just read. Notes from the Universe kind of coincides with that. You know, we talk about fear, and fear is like this huge dominating factor in our lives, and it's really our ego kept in check. Our ego keeps us in check. You know, I talked about this a little while ago, and I talked about how like I kind of like lost touch with who I am as a person, and it's funny because I actually just found something that talked a little bit about this, and it actually said that your personality is all it really is just a collection of patterns. And that really got me to thinking that that's really true. Like people just know us for our patterns. Like if you look at anybody or anything that you know and love, and you look at who they are and you're describing who they are, you're gonna give out certain qualifying words, you know, like loving or caring or responsible or whatever. And if you break that down, all those are patterns. You know, you'd be like, oh yeah, they're loving. Well, what makes them loving? Oh, well, they always ask me how my day was, and if I'm not in a good mood, then they're always there with a supportive shoulder. Or, you know, we've been in tight situations, and they've, you know, provided me with food or clothing or shelter or a ride or whatever it is. But if you just think about it for a second, those are just patterns. That person has literally established their love for you or whoever because they make you a priority in their life, which is a pattern. So fear is a pattern, and it's literally constructed by your ego to keep you safe. And if we think about that a little more, that pattern can actually freaking destroy us because of what it is. Fear is nothing but being scared of essentially the unknown, right? Like even if we do know what's on the other side, it's the journey that can be scary as well. So fear shows up in lots of different ways, and fear is a pattern. And then I actually learned this piece today. I haven't done much research into it. I found it super fascinating, and I actually want to go back and look more deeply into this. But apparently the gladiators, the ones who used to fight in the Colosseum and, you know, fight to the death, whether it be the water battles or just in the ring or in the ring with animals or whatever, they used to have a ritual that they did every night before the battle. And what they would do, which seems fairly counterintuitive until you actually hear it all out. Now, granted, I don't know all the details, and I will look into it more. I wish somebody would come on and leave some comments saying, hey, I'd love to see more about this, but you know, that's another conversation for another day. But these gladiators used to envision every bad thing and imagine it happening to them the night before. So they would let fear riddle their bodies with every bad decision, every possible outcome. You know, and the worst being is probably death, right? Like, they face death. That's essentially what it is. So they would literally look into that and allow their minds to run and race. And, you know, what if a tiger bites me and I lose my leg? What if I get stabbed in the chest and I, you know, can't breathe? What if this? I mean, the possibilities are freaking endless. But they would run through all of it in their own heads. And then the next day, after imagining everything that could happen and pretending that it had, they walked into the Colosseum with no fear because they had already envisioned the worst. The worst things that could happen. They were already prepared for it. They already envisioned it. They already imagined it happening. And then they just said, fuck it, and moved on. And granted, you know, I am one for positive thinking, right? Obviously, our minds race towards what bad could happen. I mean, it is very easy to be pessimistic. And often, you know, those thoughts sneak into our heads. I mean, there's no shame in about it. But keeping them there and letting them control our lives and affecting those patterns is even more detrimental. If you look at some of the most successful people ever in almost any category of anything, they've probably been told no more times than you can count. And the difference is they got through the fear. They know that their product, service, or whatever it was worth it. And then they made it big. And then everybody wanted to jump aboard and be part of that success train. After the fact. They didn't want to support them during the workup, right? So it's like, what are you afraid of? What is your fear? I mean, in all honesty, I know mine. I've been a coach. I've handled clients. I've seen incredibly amazing results for my clients, and I mean, it's spectacular. But I took another step back because I felt like I had some more gaps that I wanted to fill, right? What just happened there? I had some more gaps that I wanted to fill. I wanted to do a little more healing for myself, right? And then now that gap is, I mean, I'm probably coming up on 2 years now. Granted, I don't know everything, right? I don't have everything, but that's the thing that you have to realize, is that you don't know what you don't know until it comes up. Like, since I took a step back and I'm not handling clients and not in my zone of genius, I don't know how to prepare better in a more effective way. I do know that I want to put some things on paper and I want to run through them because I think they're highly, highly beneficial and people can get a lot of benefit from them. I have learned a lot. I do know a lot. But I'm not practicing like I used to. And I'm not handling people like I used to. So now that fear of, oh, can I still do the same thing at the same level or better? Better yet? I don't know. And then, you know, that fear runs through my mind. And this is one of those ways that I'm stepping out of that. I'm using this platform, this streaming, and like I said, I don't have anybody live watching or anything, so there's really no pressure. This is more like a journal or a diary right now. But eventually I'll have someone who watches and someone who wants to engage in conversation and talk about these things. I hope that day comes, because I'd love to help people out. I mean, and that's a scary thing, and also fear, right? We all had, I mean, I remember a long time ago, like even like Facebook, if I found somebody that I liked, I would watch them for, I think I even set a rule, I would watch them for 3 months and see if I actually wanted to commit to following their page, because I don't like being hounded with stuff. So, 2 examples. Mizu, love Mizu. Congratulations on getting your own title within Rocket League. That's so incredible. I've learned a lot from him, but I followed him for like 3 months before I actually committed to him, and I followed him back when he only had probably between 7 to 10 viewers a day. And now he's, man, now he has 300 plus easy. I haven't actually been able to watch him live in a little while. He used to be a little more consistent with the schedule, but you know, I understand life happens. So I haven't been able to watch him live, but last thing I knew, he had 350 people tuning in live, and that's massive. That's huge. And you know that, and then Stone Mountain was the other one that I was thinking about, who also has a massive, massive following. And now I just lost track of my thoughts. Talking about fear and stepping into that. Oh yeah, so that's my streaming, is who knows, you know? And maybe that's something, I remember where I was at now. You know, there's not being good enough, right? Like, I am just a champ level player, and I do understand that majority of the people who play Rocket League, I mean, according to Rocket League stats, are golds. Like 40 plus % of the population who play Rocket League are in the gold rank. But I'm also trying to hit a different demographic, so that's, I don't know where this is gonna land. And all I can do is just step up and just realize that the right people will find me. And stepping out of my comfort zone. You know, I've been in front of the camera. I've been in front of the camera in a professional capacity. When I was younger, I did news article stuff. And I've been, I did a TV pilot. Unfortunately, the producer got in a little bit of legal trouble, so the pilot kind of had to be buried. I was really excited to see what would actually happen. That didn't work out. But that was more scripted, and this is a little more fluid and me in my element, and you know, it can be a little nerve-wracking. I lost it. But that's what this whole journey is about, right? Like, this is my growth. Not only in the game, not only as becoming someone in an exposed space, as in like streaming, I have the potential to be followed, and people look at me and see me and hear my words. Do they heed them? Do they insult them? I mean, the opinions don't matter, because I know that what I say, I speak truth. I'm not gonna bullshit you. And I know that because I've had many conversations with many people, and people I've helped heal. And I don't ever give you any information that you... I mean, obviously you can take or leave anything you want. That's your prerogative. It's your perspective. It's your life. Ah, yes, I got it. I thought it was gonna make me start over. Ooh. So, it's about, can you hop on this call? Can you watch this? And can you talk about something and expose yourself a little bit? And that's a beautiful thing that the internet did. It gave us a sense of anonymity, right? Like we can hide behind our PCs and our gaming systems and social media, and that's just fine. You don't have to expose yourself as much as you would have, pre-cell phones, which, I mean, now I feel like I hardly remember what that was like. But that was really funny. So I heard that thing about our personality is just a list of our patterns. So it's like, do we really know ourselves? Or do we just know our patterns, right? Like, we are only in this moment. There is no future and there's no past. The past is just memories, and the future is just, oh my god, it's just visions. Oops. And it could be visions that give you that anxiety, that give you that fear. Or maybe you'll decide to run through every bad thing in your own head and decide that it's worth it either way. Because we don't know what could or couldn't happen. There's like no predicting. I mean, we could think we've heard all the answers and seen every possibility, when in actuality, I mean, there's variables that we could never even think of. And that's the beautiful thing about life is the unpredictability. I got hit with some pretty bad news, and actually it felt like a little weight off my shoulders. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm still stressed on my mind about that, but also there was like an internal release, and oh my god, I can't believe he hit me. Or just drive right through me. I thought my teammate had that. I tried to fake him. Just gonna beat me. So it's like these patterns, we keep repeating them and wondering why you're not changed, or wondering why we're not being liked, or anything like that. There are a lot of variable factors, but it's the pattern recognition and like learning other people's patterns. Like, that's like your best friend, like my best friends and stuff. I mean, I through growing up, I had multiple best friends, and each best friend only lasted it felt like to me 2 to 3 years. I did have a couple that were a little longer, whatever, outside the point right now. But it's like, we lined up with the patterns. Where we were at in life lined up and we lined up with each other. So it was mutually beneficial for the both of us. And then my pattern shifted, and it didn't line up with the other people's. So, because of that, we moved on. Dang, I thought I would have got him with that. Ah, I missed that reset. A sloppy reset. But... And if you think about it, all video games... Oh, and I guess my teammate would just bump. And then cut again. I missed. I saw him, my bad. I thought he would fake him. Yeah, right. Go for the miss. And that applies to almost everything in life. I mean, it's these games, and that's why I love Rocket League. Is Rocket League is the same thing, but also not. It allows you to express your creativity. You know, there's so many different aspects to this game, and you can get so good at it. And then it's not only rewarding but also frustrating, even at the professional level. Man, the dexterity, the thought process. Oh my god, my teammate just passed it right to him. Wow. He just chips it right to him. That was too funny. But that's something that I also need to work on, is moving through these different patterns of anger, frustration, you know, and moving and realizing that in the grand scheme, none of this really matters, right? We are spirit having a human experience. We just gave him free ball. Luckily, he's not going to do anything. He's going to pinch it. Fake. Touch that, nice. That was a really bad carry for me. Pretty good, though. Got that. You didn't move up, and I went for boost, and then you drove. Don't touch. Did you really just avoid? Where is it? Where's the over? That's too funny. That one's ready. It's really disappointing. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Look at this. I mean, we were up 2-0. I thought I was gonna win my first game streaming, and instead, my teammates just gave up everything. That was not a good game. And I guess I just cannot fucking figure out what the pattern is with me being behind this camera and playing my ass off. And then, I mean, it's recorded. My teammates just passed him the ball in front of the net. Oh God. This is painful. I don't, and that's the funny thing. This is one of those patterns. I don't know what it is, but every time I get in front of this freaking camera and try to play this game, dog shit comes out. Dog shit absolutely comes out. And I can't figure it out. I'm gonna tap it under him. And we have an AFK player. I absolutely love that shit. You couldn't have gave me the ball. Okay, so our teammate is driving in circles, but not actually doing anything. I'm just gonna pop that high, make it awkward. And just... I mean, he's not even, like, attempting to do anything. Pass mid? Someone should be there? Another pass mid? Thank God Pero is there. Dog patrol? Pero, dog in Spanish. Just demo him, get him out of the way. Pattern recognition, just go forward because he doesn't have good control of the ball. I had nothing there. Wow, what a save. I don't know what he was doing there, but... all my boost to get back to the mid there. No one's gonna challenge. Just gonna tap it. Someone, please, dear God, hit it. What? That there. I can't get there. Should we try to bump him? Double commit. Oh my God. Okay. So now we just have all these captains and no crewmates. Everybody wants to be the game scorer. No one wants to do the work. Okay. Why are you just lunging at everything? He just threw it off to the side because he saw that I was gonna dunk. And it, you know, just as life. I mean, it's like this game is all about consistency. I don't know why he cut me right there. I was literally right there. Sidewall pinch. Can't do that. Pero patrol, and right there. Just a nice little touch. Demo this kid if he gets in my way. I don't know what just happened there. Oh man, I thought I had a mob on it. I got it. I don't. Even one. Pero is jumping. Double commits. The dog does not like to pass. He just... look at that. I'm just gonna hit his sidewall here. Make him a little awkward. Just a nice 50. I won a game on stream! Look at that. That's crazy to me. Celebrating. Oh, but that's what we need to do, right? So, it's the funny thing. I heard this a long time ago, and I still think it's super valid. It's choose your hard. Like, and that's the funny thing, and that relates to pattern recognition and pattern implementation. And that is choose your hard. Okay. Choose your hard, right? Like, it's hard being fat. But then again, it's also hard to watch your weight and do exercise and, you know, go to the gym and eat healthy and do all that. It's hard. But then again, I mean, being fat, you don't have to do any of that. But then the health complications make it hard. Everything has that. It's the dark and the light, the polar opposites. It's everywhere. It's hard to be an asshole, a difficult person, because you're gonna burn a lot of bridges. Oh my God, he missed an open net. Okay, thank God. He almost missed that. But then, on the other hand, it's difficult to be a good person up front because a lot of people are going to frustrate you. A lot of people are going to push your buttons. A lot of people are going to do all that stuff that... Can I go, please? Now that I'm terribly bumped out of position, I can't do anything cool. And then our friend can just dunk it here. Bro, come on, bro. Let me fucking get the high five. Okay. Now this game is absolutely fucking worthless. There's no point in staying because it'll be either we win and we get one singular point, or we lose and we lose like 18. Get the fuck out of here. So this game is dumb. That's how Rocket League has truly fucked this game up. If we win, it's worth one singular point. If we lose, minus 18. Why is it set up like that? I don't know. But it's super unfair. It's so fucking unbalanced. It's a good pass mid. Yeah, a little slow to get there. It's okay though. I'll fake that. Hit that out. Clear it far. I don't know if that's in. My teammates are late. Again. Hit it straight at him. Gonna fuck him up. Oh, dude, that would have been really cool. Had it worked out. Okay. I guess that's how we do it. I hit it. Wow, I thought I touched that. And my teammates aren't there. What the fucking fuck, dude? Jacqueline, what are you doing, kid? Is this a fake account? Dude, what is going on? Alright, Jacqueline. You got this. Good flag. 1v1. No 1v1. Bum. And that's also, you know, when they talk about... Oh, fake. I definitely thought he was gonna go. Jacqueline's just gonna watch it. Are you fucking kidding me? What? Why are we just watching? Why is no one jumping for it? Okay, we're gonna get toxic. No one's in net. I have no boost. I can't do anything. You are entirely too late. Fake. And Jacqueline is nowhere to be found. Giving up goals. Wow. And we're back on the losing train. What a save. I didn't pass that. Moron. Dude, how is this Jacqueline person in first? This makes no sense. I had no boost to really handle that in a difficult way. Twist. And my pattern for this game when I'm on streams is not a good one. And that's what I'm trying to fix. Is how can this change? Because I get a person like Jacqueline who can barely hit the ball, and yet they have 400 points. I just don't know what to... No one is there. I just don't understand it. Dude, are you fucking kidding? My own teammate? Wow, you guys suck. And there's another L. Love this. Holy shit, dude. And don't get me wrong, there's lessons in these patterns. But I can't seem to figure it out. Not of this, at least. Like, I just don't... I felt like I did a lot. The scoreboard didn't show that I did fucking anything. But I felt like I did a lot. I had a few center passes. Of course, no one was there, but... I mean, maybe they weren't as great as I thought they were. And granted, my passes, I mean, some of them are decent. But I have to have teammates that push forward. You know, like... Not a single time did anybody break that halfway mark. Great, I got this fucking guy again. Pero. There we go, look at that. I got Pero and I got Sneaky Weasel again. That's crazy, crazy. See, starting off strong. See if we can do it again, Jesus Christ. We'll get up by 2 or 3, and my team is like, you know what, fuck this, I'm just gonna let everything in. Because why not? Right there to you, Sneaky. Solera, you're there? Oh, I hit them! What? Bro. Up the wall, off, hit, What? It cut off the fucking last second? Man, this game is fucking broken. I understand that Unreal Engine 6 is, but like, what kind of difference? This already has like tons of little flaws, like that are involved in programming, and you know, I'm just gonna jump because I have 0, and my teammates are just gonna drive it straight into the fucking goal. So Sneaky's just running off. Solaris just got fucking sauced. All right. I'm just gonna back off here, and he's gonna hit it right to me, or they're just gonna hit it right in. Okay, I don't really understand what just happened there, but I'm gonna fake that and go for this demo. Oh my god. Oh my god. Please save it. Fucking shit. He just straight up fucking missed everything. Fuck, man. If I lose this, stream's over. This is just too frustrating for me. It's the pattern. I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna have to sit on it more. Sleep on it more. Whatever it is, try to figure it out, because I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that since I'm trying to spread a positive message, the universe wants me to fucking get shit on. I just don't know. Wide open. Sneaky's there. He's fucking. Nice job. 1v2. Yo! What? I guess this is it, universe. Would you like me to stay on stream, or would you like me to leave? I guess we'll find out. I like that thing about fear, though. I mean, it does kind of scare me, though. In another way of, in the fact that purposely trying to think of all the negative fucking shit that could happen in any given situation. I'm just gonna hit it out because I don't have the boost to chase, and then he's gonna hit it to me. I'll pop it up for my teammate because I still don't have boost. I got a 50, Solaris is right there, and they'll just collide with each other and fucking do whatever the fuck that was. Oh, in my new video series, I've recorded some videos, but I want to create a little more of a database before I start to post them. Bash him. Polaris is gonna self. Anybody? Bueller. That should be a good pass, or not. I mean, I feel like when shit is going down like this, that I need to push the rate of play. So I'll pop out and hit that towards the center. That was a bad pass by me. shot. I can't get there in time. I'll take this. I thought he had it. Here he's up. Give him a little tap. I can't. My teammates. Oh my God, you're home early. I thought you were. I'm streaming. I thought you were working late. It's okay. I'm only playing for me, so. My ever elusive one stream, and it's so funny because I'm like, if I lose this game, I'm gonna stop streaming because I've pretty much talked about what I want to talk about, and now we're tied because I've lost like every freaking game. So I guess this will be my last one anyway. Let's go. Let's see my teammate. Of course I'm lagging out now. Alright, we'll take that. 500 fucking points? Holy shit. Solaris. I need help, guys. Okay. My teammates are so timid. Take the 100. I don't want them to get anyways. Double commit. Nothing happened. Give it a pinch. There we go. Get a low ground pinch. Nothing. Solaris has got that. I'm gonna retreat and get the 100 because I just wasted all my boost feathering up. Give him a little bump. That's a double commit, which means I gotta get back as fast as possible. I challenged early. Not a great challenge, but I challenged. I forced her to throw it. Push where I'm gonna put it to an awkward corner because I don't actually have a shot. I created confusion and awkwardness. My teammates are all on one side, so that eliminated any possibility of us getting possession again. There we go. Good pressure. Got a little bump. Just gonna take possession of it here. Just 50. Give my teammates time and space for that exact thing to happen. Alright, so, boom. That's all I wanted to do. Ending on a high on the stream. So hopefully that will translate over to the next thing. Alright. Guys, I had a great time. It's frustrating. But we had some great conversation, and I appreciate anybody who stops by, watches even a minute of this. I hope you gain anything. If you want to drop a comment, I'd appreciate it. And yeah, see you next time. HMS Odyssey out.